Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, this is from Fox 3 News, or Fox 13, Tampa Bay News. More than 20 foster children sue Clearwater foster family. Clearwater, Clearwater. For decades of mental, physical, and sexual abuse. By Jordan Bowen.
This month, enjoy saving.
Clearwater, Florida. More than 20 former and current foster children are suing a foster family in Clearwater. The lawsuit alleges decades of mental, physical, and sexual abuse. Some of the alleged victims say they were subjected to manual labor from sunup to sundown, like Scientology. Left with little food to eat and cruel living conditions. The 669-page lawsuit filed in Pinellas County Circuit Court describes allegations of mental, physical, and sexual abuse against Clearwater couple, notice they don't have their names in here, and former foster parents, oh they do, Gerald and Jacqueline Logman, dating back to 1997. See how long that went on without any intervention? Like nobody knew? Come on, you guys. The first month was great. That's the love bombing part. It just seemed like everything was cool. We were playing games all the time. But then eventually you got a lock on the fridge. It finally sets in that one toilet paper roll a month is not normal. Plaintiff William Sheeler said. Sheeler, who is now 37, those are the ages that people realize what happened to them, is one of the 21 plaintiffs who are all male and at one time were in the foster care of the Logmans. According to the suit, some were forced to perform yard work 8 hours a day. Can you guys say cadet org? Can you say applied scholastics? Can you say Delphi Academy? Can you say Child Sea Org members? Served expired food for meals, like beans and rice, and subjected to sexual abuse by their foster father. Where we heard this before. At one time, the suit said Jared Logman shot BB gun projectiles at one of the plaintiffs and tased them with a taser gun. Oh, the other abuse case that I had posted of the house from hell or something it was called, they liked to tase the young children. He pretty much told us that if we said anything, there's the threats, we could get in a lot of trouble. Yeah, because then people knew about the abuse. He could put us in places where we don't want to be. So at this point, I was extremely scared. That's what they want. I mean, it's like a true coward that does this to children. I didn't know what to do, plaintiff Jonathan Freya said. See, these children are so vulnerable. Just like the Scientology children, they're just giving up. In January, the Clearwater Police Department, imagine this, you guys, imagine this, removed 9 boys so they still had children in their foster home. From the Logman's home after the abuse allegations came to light. Isn't it funny how it's always the children that were abused that have to bring the abuse out? But the criminal investigation was closed. Listen to this. Listen to this, you guys. Listen closely. You always got to wonder who has a vested interest in these things. Listen to what he says. The police chief. Was that Slaughter? You guys know I'm being sarcastic. Because Slaughter was all over Scientology stories, trying to prevent black PR, almost like he was a Scientologist. The police chief said, I want to know this police chief's name, said they could not corroborate claims of criminal conduct. Anyone who's really in the know is going to know. Imagine in this day and age, a police chief not helping abused children. Go look at John Wedger's work. Our clients have been running a great foster home for 30 years. Imagine how many of these little boys that this Gerald sexually abused in 30 years. 30 years without any blemishes, except, as saying children. And they're innocent of these allegations. Richard Escobar, the attorney for Gerald, and Jacqueline Logman said. Birds of an MF feather, you guys. Birds of an MF feather. Wonder what DeSantos thinks about this. Mr. Family Man. Along with the Logmans, the Florida Department of Children and Families and several other state agencies are named as defendants in the case. You guys do realize that this is happening in a lot of states? I don't know where it's going, but anybody really in the know is going to know. The heinous allegations in this case are troubling, and upon learning of the allegations, the department took immediate action. Yeah, immediate action after 30 years, right? We are working with law enforcement. Wait a minute, the chief said that there were no criminal... What did he say? Hold on, guys. The police chief said they could not corroborate claims of criminal conduct. Did you do a physical examination on the young boys? I'm so tired of this. We are working with law enforcement, allegedly. Where the police chief says they can't corroborate. And will ensure a full investigation will take place. That's comforting. A spokesperson for the Florida Department of Children and Families said in a statement emailed to Fox 13 Tuesday, the department is launching a review of the licensing process and related concerns of this home. Well, isn't it kind of too late for a lot of the kids? Just get sick of reading stuff like this. Related concerns of this home with our contracted providers. Oh, that's really comforting. You guys know how cover-up works. As well as our own internal processes. Oh, would your internal processes be the same as the internal affairs like LAPD has? This is in addition to the standard investigations conducted by the department concerning any allegation of abuse, neglect, or abandonment. 30 years worth. Adam Hecht, the attorney representing the plaintiffs, said the case is about a larger problem with the foster care system. That's for sure. The system needs to be reformed. The system is flawed. The system of privatization. Remember what I talked about, how children are our currency? The system of privatization that allows these child welfare agencies to make millions and millions of dollars. You remember how Streets talks about how they make money off the homeless? It's the same thing here. While at the same time putting children at risk needs to stop, Hecht said. Facts. Hecht says all the defendants were served the lawsuit Tuesday, and they have 20 days to respond. After that, the discovery phase begins, where depositions can be taken. Okay, I will leave a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.